I don't know what he has in mind, what he plans on doing as far as the upcoming Arnold Amateur. I don't. Okay, with Sam Sulek's win in his first ever competition, earns the right to go to the Arnold Amateur. And he is going to the Arnold Amateur. People are already speculating whether he can win his pro card over there. It's a pro qualifier. Let's go first to the show that is getting him to the Arnold. The Legend Classic. He competed in classic physique. He wins his class, wins the overall. How did he look? Well, he's a novice. It's his first time on stage, but he looked, I'd say, pretty damn good for someone the first time on stage and doing everything by themselves. As far as training, nutrition, his whole prep was all done by himself. Considering all that, I think he looked really good. Some people are saying that, well, he probably got that win simply because his name is Sam Sulek. He's a social media celebrity, and he has a big following. That's why the judges went that way. The truth of the matter is, it wasn't just because it's national qualifier doesn't mean you're going to have the best amateurs. He was very comparable to the other people he stood on stage with. And I said before in a previous video, if it's close and the guy has a name, he has a following, it could draw a little more attention, and they need something to sway them one way or the other because they're undecided. Yeah, his name might have an impact on their decision, but he did not win because his name is Sam Sulek. Like I said, it might have had a fact. It was close. And people who are screaming that he only got it because of his name, I think you got it wrong. Let's get to the Arnold Amateur. Can he earn his pro card there? Well, like I said about the national qualifier, you don't always have the best amateurs. So sometimes people win and they go to a nationals and they're not the most spectacular. I've seen it. At the Arnold Amateur, that's a national. It's a pro qualifier, and you're going to have a similar scenario. You can see competitors on that stage that you might question how they got to that level of a competition. Might simply be because the show they competed in was a very weak lineup. Maybe they were the only person that showed up in their division, and that's what got them there. But the Arnold Amateur is also a big show. You're going to have people not only from all over the country come here to compete, you're going to have people from other countries coming in to compete. Yeah, you're going to have, I'm sure you're going to see some that you probably would question how they made it there. And we see it every year. We've seen it before at the Arnold Amateur. But you're going to have a much better, much better quality competitors on the stage that he's going to stand on. He's not going to have an easy time. He has 2 weeks to make some adjustments from this show he just won to the time he steps on the Arnold. He has resources. I don't know if he's going to reach out to anybody to try to help him those last couple of weeks. Hey, he has access to Jay Cutler. Maybe he'll pick up the phone, call Jay. Jay, can you hook me up with someone that can help me these last 2 weeks? And if he did, would it make a major difference in his physique to make him a force on that stage? Probably not. And then we have another situation. He's competing in classic physique. He's at the Arnold. He's going to be competing in the classic physique division. I really don't see him as a classic physique competitor. He doesn't have a pretty physique, and that's not a knock. Excuse me. You have a lot of great bodybuilders don't have or didn't have a pretty physique. Mr. Olympias. Jay Cutler wasn't the prettiest physique, but he brought the goods and he was able to maybe be a 4-time Mr. Olympia. Dorian Yates didn't have the prettiest physique. He doesn't have a pretty physique. I don't think he's even suited for classic, which can be another issue when he steps on the Arnold stage. I personally don't think he's going to fare all too well. I definitely don't think he's going to earn his pro card. Now, as far as where he can go with bodybuilding, if anything, I think he'd be more suited for an open bodybuilder. But, and I said it before, I don't know if he really wants to pursue this. Maybe it's just one of those things where he just wants to test himself. He just wants to see how he is going to fare when he steps on stage. Maybe he doesn't want to get older and look back and say, what if? Might be one of those scenarios. Or maybe he does want to continue in bodybuilding. Hey, he really doesn't need to. I'm willing to bet that he earns more through social media than most of the pro bodybuilders out there. If he wants to continue, classic physique is not going to be the route. You would have to go the open route. How could he possibly do? Who knows? He built a very good physique, a very impressive physique. Whether he wins or not, how well he places on stage, on his own, he built a very impressive physique. If he decides to pursue this and he gets some assistance along the way and takes a little time, puts the necessary size, guy's 5'11". I think he stepped on stage at 209 at the Classic Physique show he just did. I think he regularly walks around 230, 240. But even at 230, 240 at his height, that's not shredded 230, 240. And at his height, he would definitely have to put on muscle. He would need to take some time and work on, have a long off season, if you will, and work on putting on a substantial amount of muscle and come back and try it all over again in the open division. But whether he has those intentions, I really don't know. I personally don't think he needs to. He's doing damn well He's doing damn good right now, the way he's going. And this little foray he's participating in could only increase his following on the social media, which would generate even more revenue for him. I don't know what he has in mind, what he plans on doing as far as the upcoming Arnold Amateur. I don't think he's going to look like he shouldn't be on the stage, but I don't think he's going to be able to win or place high enough to get his pro card. You can agree or disagree with anything I've said. Either way, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.